The Herdsman.
Hello again, Herd. We are the Herdsman. I am Mark.
I'm Grant.
And we're back today. We are orange today. I just noticed that. We are really, I have an orange shirt under here. You're orange. We're just orange, and I don't know why, because what we're doing is going to be pink. So, today we're going to talk about bubblegum a little bit, which I think is an interesting topic. I found that when I was the librarian at an elementary school a couple years ago, I learned how bubblegum got invented. And so we thought we'd do a quick episode on Bazooka, original Bazooka, okay, and Double Bubble to see, how they are.
Trouble.
Bubble. Yeah, no, and there's our movie reference of the day. If you heard what he just said, do it again.
Double bubble, toil and trouble.
Okay, and so down in the comments, let us know if you know what movie that is from. Anyway, we're going to talk about Bazooka. Now, when I was growing up, Bazooka gum was the gum that you bought for a penny or less each, okay, maybe two for a penny, little Bazooka, and they're kind of wrapped like they are today, very similarly, because inside you had a little comic strip, a little Bazooka Joe comic strip. Now this is not a comic strip anymore, it's something else, it's a game finger tag, so, it's similar. It's similar, that's an interesting game. It's similar. The gum looks the same, okay? But what I remember about original Bazooka is it was so hard, it hurt your teeth to chew. You had to really want to chew bubble gum to chew Bazooka bubblegum because it was hard. And then in like the mid-70s we came out with Bubble Yum, which was soft and chewy, and everybody went to that, and this kind of died off. But it's back. Let's give it a try. It smells like your classic bubblegum. I love that smell. But, okay, it's hard to chew. But, I will tell you, Bazooka bubblegum was 10 times harder than this. Like I said, you had to really want to chew gum.
Are you sure this hasn't stayed the same and you've just eaten glass all these years?
No, this is hard to chew. Not nearly as
For
hard.
those of you kids at home, don't chew glass. That's a joke. That's
a
a joke.
Good point. For those of you that are over 40 years old and know what I'm talking about with this gum, post a comment down below. Let us know that you know what I'm talking about. This isn't nearly as hard to chew. I love the flavor. Good old-fashioned bubblegum. Real quick though, I want to throw in some educationalizing on you.
You want to educatify?
I want to educatify our viewers. There's a great book out, I think it's called Pop, and it's a kid's book. It's a children's book, but it talks about the invention of bubblegum, and it's an awesome story. Really big book. It's really, if you have young kids, get this book. It's called Pop. Tells you how this started. Now this was in the Fleer Candy Company in 1926, okay? Fleer, F-L-E-E-R, and a guy named Walter Dimer, I want to say Dimer, who was an accountant for Fleer, but he loved messing around with chemistry and stuff. So he was messing around one day trying to create a gum of some type that was a little bit different. And so he started messing around with the little stuff. It would be a little less sticky is what he was going for. And he used a saltwater taffy wrapping machine to wrap the stuff in. Came up with this idea. It was black at the time, is what I understand. And the reason that gum today is pink, that all gum is pink, is because he had pink food coloring on the shelf. That was the only coloring that was on the shelf. So had there been
laziness wins out again.
Well, I mean, had there been orange food coloring or blue, today, bubblegum would be blue or orange, but it wasn't. It was pink. That was what it was on the shelf. So necessity is the mother of invention. You've heard that. So he needed it. He grabbed it, put it in here. He made a 5-pound blob of this stuff, took it down to a dime store. They sold out of it in like an hour. And that's the history of bubblegum. That's how bubblegum got started. Anyway, great story. Book is called Pop. You ought to check it out. So, Bazooka bubblegum.
That gum's going to go bad by the time you're done telling the Bazooka story.
So
we might as well dig in.
So, Double Bubble, this is actually, I believe, made by not who I thought it was. A division of Tootsie. Okay, this is interesting too. So, Double Bubble looks like, if it were chocolate, what does that look like?
It looks like a giant Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, so necessity is the mother of invention once again. They probably bought a gum company, Tootsie Roll did, and they said, you know what, let's just use the equipment we already have and put the gum through that process. And that's why it looks the same. I'm guessing. Anyway, this is Bazooka. Okay, you have the flavor in your mouth?
Yep.
Okay. I want to blow a bubble. Just see if I can. Not a great bubble early on. So, Bazooka, really hard to chew. Let me spit it out. Now I'm going to try the Double Bubble. What are your first thoughts?
One, I think these two guys took advice from each other because this is a lot harder to chew.
That is harder to chew than Bazooka. I feel my jaw like offsetting. Okay. What are you getting flavor-wise on this? This is a little different.
Yeah, I like this a little bit better.
Okay.
It's more light.
To me, the Double Bubble has almost a medicinal flavor to it. Mm-hmm. Beyond the gummy, bubblegummy taste, it smells like bubblegum, but there's like a wintergreen flavor in there too. Just a hint of it. That makes it a little different.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to try to blow a bubble with this one too.
I'm not, because I don't know how.
Once again, generation gaps. Your generation, I don't think grew up with bubblegum as much as mine did. I mean, we had this out in the baseball field every day, you know, when we were kids. Here we go. You really got to chew it longer before you get a bubble. But I can tell you right now, the Bazooka was going to make a better bubble than the Double Bubble. More elasticity. Anyway, so we're going to weigh these up. Bazooka versus Double Bubble. These were both $1. Okay, so from the dollar store, we're not going to mess with the prices. The same value, same weight. I'm going to say 4 ounces here. This is some ounces, 3 ounces. Okay, so $1, it's close enough. That's nasty looking gum right there. Let's go with the Bazooka. What are you giving that?
I'm giving it a 3 because it's a newer flavor for me, and it's easier to chew. So it's less of a slow burn. You can get it immediately. Double Bubble is a slow burn. You have to really commit to chewing it to get the good flavor. It's good.
I would agree with you on that. Yeah, I'm going 3 on that one too. I think Bazooka is really good in that way. If you want to compare it to the original, it's softer. It's much softer than it was. I think probably because we have processes or additives now that make it softer. I don't think it affects the flavor. I like the flavor better on the Bazooka. I like the bubble better on the Bazooka. So, what are you going on Double Bubble?
Double Bubble, I'm going 2.5.
I'm the same way. I'm going 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly, in a way it's slightly better, but you have to commit to it more, which of all the foods that would be worth committing to, candy seems like to be the one exception that if you have to commit to it, it's just not as good.
Absolutely. Candy isn't something you should have to commit to. You know what I mean? I totally agree with you. I think this is head and shoulders above this. As far as gums go, I mean, they're pretty similar, but I definitely enjoy the Bazooka more.
Yeah.
100%. Anyway, that is all from us today. I hope you learned something about the invention of bubble gum, huh? We're educators right here. That's what's happening.
I need to first get my helmet and my shoulder
My
pads.
helmet and my shoulder pad.
Even I don't know what I'm referencing.
I
Talk to
do.
this
Hey,
guy.
if anybody watched the HBO back in the 80s, early 80s, you know what we're referencing there. Anyway, that is all from us today. Thank you once again for all you do with our channel. We love the fact that you guys comment and we respond to you. We respond to every single comment. Make sure you comment. Nobody has commented to him. He needs to make a comment to you. Anyway, that is all from the Herdsman. That is all from the Herdsman today. Remember, don't be afraid to join the herd. Ya heard.